Welcome to part 2 of the Star Wars Worst to First 65 Back Countdown. We continue the countdown of the very best figures from the Return of the Jedi toy series. With a strikingly strong release from Kenner, our 8 remaining action figures are all must-haves for any Star Wars collection. And now, to the countdown. Number 8. Finally, a Lando as cool as the character himself. Lando Calrissian, Skiff Guard disguise, is a worthy representation of everyone's favorite, smooth-talking, reformed smuggler. An accurate head sculpt tops this finely detailed figure. As much of a shame as it is to cover up that handsome face, Lando's awesome detachable mask makes it well worth your while. Throw in some great costume detailing and a cool axe weapon, and Lando cuts quite the dashing complete toy package. Loose mint Lando in Skiff Guard disguise costs around $16, while MOC examples are $100. Ladies beware, if you like your scoundrels sneaky and stylish, Lando in his Skiff Guard disguise is impossible to resist. Number 7. Kenner successfully puts makeup on a pig with a Gammorean Guard action figure. This bulky monument to intimidating cronies everywhere sets itself apart from anything else in the Kenner toy line. Their unique heft is the result of some one-of-a-kind design choices that Kenner made to bring these fat beasties to life. Add in a nasty glare and an intimidating axe, and it's no wonder Luke chose to force choke these goons rather than go toe-to-toe with them in a fight. A loose mint Gammorean Guard will run you $12, while the carded mint figure goes for $120. Find yourself a Power of the Force MOC variant, and you've got yourself a hefty $2,500 collectible. He isn't going to win any beauty contests, but Gammorean Guard proves that you don't have to be pretty to be a pretty awesome action figure. Number 6. If it's a trap, consider us hooked, because Admiral Ackbar earns the number 6 spot on a very competitive Worst to First list. Now, he may look a bit too happy, but there is no denying the amazing detail that went into his head sculpt. When you take into consideration the fine work on his costume and exposed Mon Calamari arms, it's almost enough to make you forget the very unfortunate wand accessory. The heck is that thing anyway? Loose mint Admiral Ackbar cost $14, with carded mint examples running around $110. Admiral Ackbar may not have a huge role in Star Wars, but his incredible design made him one of the more memorable additions to the Return of the Jedi. The same can be said about his action figure counterpart, because Admiral Ackbar is one of the coolest looking aliens you're likely to find in either the film or the toy universes. Number 5. Speaking of cool-looking aliens, Jabba's minions continue to impress with Squid Head. Just look at that face. They did such an awesome job on the head that they even tried to use the back of it to create Mongo Beefhead. And if that wasn't enough, Kenner decided to spring for the most tacitly pleasing material possible for his cloak and skirt. If Barbie had to pick a terrifying space creature to snuggle up with, Squid Head would be her man. Unless, of course, she noticed his monstrous alien hands. Loose mint Squid Heads cost around $15, with carded mint examples fetching $125. The Burgundy Cape variant will cost you $400 to pick up. Squid Head may just be some obscure set decoration in Jabba's palace, but that didn't prevent Kenner from pulling out all the stops to turn Squid Head into one of the top-tier Star Wars action figures in their entire collection. Number 4. The Empire breaks into our top 4 with Biker Scout. A unique take on the old Imperial black and whites, Kenner did a great job of capturing this figure's movie likeness. From the scream mask-inspiring face of fear and dread to the nicely rendered armor and fatigues, Biker Scout is a great addition to your Imperial army. His unique pistol is sculpted as movie-accurate as any weapon in the Kenner toy line. And to top it all off, this guy gets to ride on a speeder bike. Loose mint Biker Scouts cost $25, with carded mint examples going for $200. The badly labeled short mouth loose variant is priced at $40. One of the most original takes on the Stormtrooper outfit proves a perfect fit and takes its rightful place along with all of his amazingly designed Imperial buddies near the top of our worst to first countdown. Number 3. Jabba's Palace continues its treasure trove of contributions to the Kenner Star Wars toy line with Ree-Yees. Probably the most iconic alien from Jabba's dungeon, Ree-Yees also has the honor of being the only Star Wars figure to sport 3 eyes. His excellent, accurate movie costume sculpt and large, chunky hands solidify this figure as the best alien in the 65 back figure release. This guy is even cool enough to sport a gold blaster. Lando just called. He said he wants his swagger back.
Hello, what have we here?
Loose mint Ree-Yees goes for $14, with carded mint examples priced at $80. So, if you want to stand out in the most alien-filled hive of scum and villainy since the Creature Cantina, ask Ree-Yees how it's done. Number 2. Battling his way to number 2 is Luke Skywalker in his Jedi Knight outfit. This figure is barely edged out by Luke in his Bespin fatigues as the best action figure version of Luke in the original Kenner toy line. Luke has had a great facial likeness and costume. There are a lot of variations between his lightsaber, face mold, and cape to keep any collector busy. The lightsaber might not be the best, but the blaster he stole in Jabba's palace is a great additional accessory. Loose mint Luke Skywalker in his Jedi Knight outfits cost around $35, with carded mint examples fetching $275. There are a number of variants ranging from $85 to $125. He may not be the best Luke Kenner ever made, but he is close. If you need one of the greatest movie heroes of all time to take part in your action figure adventure, you can't go wrong with Luke Skywalker in his Jedi outfit. Number 1. Taking her rightful place as one of Star Wars' main heroes, Princess Leia Organa in her Boussh disguise is hands down the best action figure rendition of her, and an amazing figure in its own right. From top to bottom, the sculpt on Boussh is flawless. Take into account her removable mask and giant rifle, and Kenner nailed this figure that you can use as either a bad guy or a good guy. There are a few minor sculpt variations to collect, but the unpainted masks, likely a factory error, are the most highly sought after prizes for collectors. Loose mint Boussh Leias cost around $30, with the carded mint figure priced around $120. If this wasn't Princess Leia in disguise, Boussh could have rivaled Boba Fett as the coolest looking bounty hunter in all of Star Wars. As it stands, this figure helped Princess Leia beat out some serious competition to claim the top spot on one of the most contested lists on the Star Wars Worst to First. That's all for now, but come back soon to catch our lists for the Power of the Force figures, wrapping up our countdown of the original Kenner Star Wars action figure releases.